it is now time for me to wash my hand knits. So, I don't have any particularly fancy washing equipment. I have a chafing dish, and I I use my dish soap because it's easy to rinse out, whereas my laundry soap is not. Excuse me, Bean, do not shake the table, please. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Typically what I do is, honestly, I just kind of get a nice lukewarm chafing dish full of water, and I let them soak for a while. Half the time I don't even bother with soap, but some of these are particularly grungy, so I will be right back with my chafing dish full of lukewarm water and a little bit of soap. Okay, so I will admit that this water is probably on the colder side of lukewarm. Typically I would do a little bit warmer, lukewarm, if I was washing most of my knits, but my Ursa sweater here is non-superwash Peruvian Highland wool, so it needs colder water than most of the rest of this. Admittedly, the rest of this I do feel typically very safe about just yeeting right into the washing machine, but my washing machine's been down for about 3 weeks now, so I have to hand wash all of it. And if you're wondering why all of these videos are on the floor and you're not really seeing my face, well, I think you just saw my face there. It is because I think I look a little bit rough. And also it's hair wash day because it's Wednesday. And I wash my hair on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And so my hair has a tendency to look a little bit whack on Wednesdays and Saturdays until I wash it, and then it still looks a little bit whack afterwards even. Really, we're being honest here. So yeah, basically what I do is I just make sure that everything is in the water. I let it sit in the soapy water for a bit. As I said, I am using dish soap because I don't have any of the fancy wool washes or anything like that. I have been informed that soak is very good. I haven't tried it yet. I've been informed that Yule is very good. Again, haven't tried it. Like, I have not tried any of the nicer wool washes. And that's just because, well, I only really got into knitting with natural fibers this year. Like, and I know that probably sounds really weird, because, like, I talk about having knitted for, like, ever. But honestly, most of my knitting prior to this year and a little bit before this year, I was more knitting with acrylics and cottons, and, you know, both of those can just be 100% safely whacked in the laundry machine with no cares given at all. But yeah. So, there we go. We'll let this sit in here for a little while. Probably 30 or so minutes unless I forget, which is incredibly likely because my brain is absolutely full of bees. Of course, I'm finding other people's hair stuck to my knitwear, which is totally normal in this house. And then I'll come back and I will very gently rinse all of these out. And then depending on how I feel, they might soak again, and I might use a little bit of my linen spray in here if they smell a little bit weird. Old house, old apartment building, pipes are a little grungy, water smells a little weird, has a tendency to make my knitwear smell a little bit weird if I don't add essential oil or something like that into the wash water. So, see you in a minute. Oh, okie dokie. So, now we're here. They have sat here in the water for, I honestly, I lost track of time. I'm gonna say that it's been about a half an hour. Here are some towels that are dirty. I've used them to shower with, but, like, you come out of the shower clean, so why are the towels dirty after you use them in the shower? So they're technically, yeah, you know. Anyway, so what I do when I wind up having to hand wash the things that I usually don't hand wash. I don't even know where my camera is pointed at right now. Okay, so yeah, no, I just sort of, the ones that won't be horribly fudged if I squeeze them or agitate them. So all of the superwash items, which I did rearrange to where they are sitting on top. So it's just my Ursa sweater on the bottom there. Wait. Yes. So I totally forgot. So I did switch out the water to not soapy water. So this is not soapy water here. They've been rinsed and everything. So it's been more than half an hour since the last clip, because as I told you, I would probably forget. And I did. And I left a pin in these ones because I didn't want to lose them when I washed them. Because as I said, I do typically just toss my superwash socks into the washing machine. And that is how I felted that one pair. I'm not even entirely sure if I was the one who felted that pair or if somebody else had put that pair into the wash. So yes, I am doing this all in the middle of the living room rather than taking you into the kitchen or the bathroom or anything, because both of those rooms are very gross and very dirty, and I am a lazy bastard and I don't feel like cleaning them. Well, okay. The bathroom needs to be mopped and the grout needs to be scrubbed in the shower. And bathroom isn't my chore anyway. And in the kitchen, it's just dishes need to be done. And that is my chore. And I just don't feel like doing it right now. I will eventually, later, get to doing dishes, but I don't feel the need to do them right now, you know? I'm sure you know. I feel like all of us are all like, ah, yes. Knits before chores. This one is my version of the My Little Secret Crop by Jessie May Designs. And I made it with a lace weight that I believe is an alpaca mix lace weight, and which I think makes it technically count as a mohair. I don't know, I think there's mohair in it. And then the base yarn is a 50-50 wool and acrylic, and the wool, the main yarn is not particularly soft. So this guy, I still need to do a softening treatment on it, and I don't even really know where to start with that. So I don't wear it super often, and I typically wear it over the top of other things too, rather than just a little tank top vest thingamabooper all on its own, like is what I was originally hoping it would be when I decided to make it. And I did make that with everybody else when we were all making it back in, what was that, March? And then this one here that I'm currently squeezing out is the Wolf Bayou top by Sam's Sweaters or Bitchcraft. It is only available in 3 sizes, but it's a free pattern, and I chose this pattern and basically knit this entire top before like truly realizing the whole size inclusivity issue, because I until recently, and I believe this number increase is almost entirely due to quarantine and all of that jazz, my full bust measurement was covered in cat hair. Living the life. My full bust measurement was like 40. And my underbust has been 38 since I was like 12. So there's that. This top is really finicky to lay out. It is very cold outside today. Well, very cold for Florida. I think it's 30 or so. So yeah, no, I typically didn't have very many issues finding my sizing patterns. And, you know, this was actually the first garment I ever knitted myself, despite the fact that I did look at garments for quite a bit of time before ever knitting them. But also, even though the like it only has 3 sizes and all of that, I feel like it's a very forgiving sort of pattern. Like, I made this one with a sport weight alpaca mix, and here comes Kronk to help me block things. He loves, it's like his favorite thing in the world to lay on my knitwear when it is laying out to dry. Look at that. This is why everything has cat hair in it, and I think this guy, you can't really see it, this guy is going to need another rinse to it because there is so much cat hair in him. So I will come back in a minute or 6 with that. Okay, so I have rinsed it out a couple of times, and then squeezed it out as best as I could with my hands. I've come to the conclusion that I probably should have lint rolled it before I washed it, but I pretty much always lint roll myself before I leave the house anyway, so no big deal. So we're gonna do the roll it up and step on it thing. I'm tired. I'm sorry for anyone who is incredibly tired of like just seeing my hands and feet. I don't feel like making my hair look presentable. Yeah, I know. At least I know that I got the coffee that I spilled on it out. That was the main reason why I was cleaning it, was the coffee, not the cat hair. Because at this point in time, everyone knows that I'm covered in cat hair anyway. I'm just gonna roll it up and step on it anyway. We can adjust its shaping in a moment. Goodbye, fish. Oh, very wet still. Did not do a very good job at squeezing it out before. And I just realized I don't have another towel to lay this on. Oh no. Oh no indeed. We're making a puddle on the floor. Do you see that? Do this in your bathtub. It'll make your life significantly easier. Okay. So he's dried out fairly well. This towel is done. Super wet. That's fine. I will be right back with another towel. Alright, here I am with another towel. Would you believe me if I told you that these 2 towels matched before I left this one outside too long? I definitely need to get something to help with pilling on this guy. He's a decently loose ply, so he pills very easily. Alright. Oh. One of the cats did some acrobatics and failed. And that is my hand knits for now. Later on, we will be, when they are all dry, we will be doing a little styling video, because that's always fun, right? I need to straighten out that side. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. I'd make a little heart, but one hand is holding the camera, so make the other half of the heart for me, okay? Okay.